guys, for today's video, we are going to be tackling some more of those pesky boxes that I've been avoiding. Yeah, Pumpkin says hi. He's been sitting in my lap for a whole day, hasn't he? Not really. I'm just doing the intro for yesterday and today post. Can you believe it? We're at day 16. And look at what a difference. Exciting. We may get this done. I don't know. Oh, and I decided I'm not going to keep this picture after all. So that can be the first thing of my 50 for today. Let's look in here and see what's in this box. You know, like I said, I never put labels on, so I can't remember. Oh, it's this one. I guess we might as well take out one of these bags and give it a go. Get what we can done. I pulled this bag out and I started to go through it, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is the perfect type of situation to use Dana K. White's No Mess Decluttering method. I just got her third book in the mail a couple days ago. I have her other two as well. This one's called Organizing for the Rest of Us, 100 Realistic Strategies to Keep Any House Under Control. If you haven't found Dana K. White yet, you need to go over and check out her channel. I'll put a link in the description, and you can look into her books as well. And I have her little flow chart here too that came along with the book, because I pre-ordered. But the first thing she says to do is find the trash. So that's what I'm going to do. This is the perfect situation. Looks like there's a lot of trash in here. Okay. So I can see it right here. I don't know if I can hold the phone and do this too. So I'm going to try I'll try to let you see some of it anyway. Found a razor blade. So what I'm going to do, just to be on the safe side, I am going to dump it into this box lid. And since it's in here, I think it's okay. It's not really making a mess because it's going to stay in here anyway. But I think that'll be the safer way. And I can sort out and find more trash, and then maybe find some dot items that we can get rid of out of this bag too. And just so you know, a dot item is something that you can either put it where it goes, or you can just get rid of it. Throw it away, donate it, whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of that in here too. Now, like I said, if it wasn't for the razor blade, I would have just left it all in that bag and worked from that. And that way, everything would still be in there. I could just plop that bag right back in the box that it came in, and no bigger mess than what I started with. But there's not usually a razor blade and stuff. But there are some sewing things in here, so that's why there's that. So I'm going to go through here and find some more trash. I found the razor blade. I'm going to put it over here because I don't want to cut myself on that. There's a lot of scissors in here too. I think I'm going to hunt those out too while I'm looking for trash, just so I don't poke myself. Yeah, I'm going to put them over here in a little pile. Yeah, this is not a safe bag. Or box, whatever. This is not a safe one. So, I'm going to keep going. Now I'm going to look for some items that I know I don't want to keep, and I can put them in my driveway giveaway when the weather gets warmer. As I was looking for trash, I did see a few things, so I can pick out some of them pretty quickly, I think. Okay. I think that's my husband's. I'll put that back. I need to keep this. Does anybody like turtles? I saw several of these in here. I don't even remember what these are for, but I don't need to keep all of them, so I'm going to keep one, and then the rest of them I'm going to get rid of. Keep them. I don't need this. There's nothing in it. I don't need this. So if you find more trash as you're going, you'll want to pick that out too. And as this watch. It's cute, but it doesn't work. They might be something good, but I don't know what they are, so I'm going to call them trash. Another one of these. I've gotten the obvious trash, and I've gotten the obvious things that I know I want to get rid of, and I've pulled out a couple of things, the scissors, that razor, and a couple of other things just to put them over there. Now after that, you are supposed to start asking yourself questions, and this is all stuff that you can learn from Dana K. White herself over on her channel. This is not just in her book. She talks about this all the time. So I'm not giving away anything that's in her book that hasn't been said before. The next thing you do is you start looking at things one at a time. And you ask yourself, if you needed this item, where would you look for it first? And then if you know, if you have an answer, then you take it there. If you don't have an answer, then you ask yourself, if you needed it, would it occur to you that you already had one? Okay, so if it wouldn't occur to you, then you're supposed to get rid of it. And if it would occur to you, then you take it to where you would look for it first. So that's what we're going to do. The thing is, you're supposed to do one thing at a time, you're supposed, but you don't have to just like take each single thing. You can look and see if any other items would go in that same place or in that same general area. And it looks like a lot of this is like sewing and crafting stuff. It looks more like sewing stuff to me. So I'm going to gather out a few of those pieces, and I have sewing things that I have in the basement. Sewing is one of those things that I am putting together. I'm gathering and consolidating so that I can see what I've got, and then I'm only going to keep a basic kit. So there are certain things that I may know I want to get rid of, and then there are other things that I may want to wait until I decide all at once. It's a bottle opener. I would not even think about it, so I'm going to put that with donations. Okay, I've got some paintbrushes. I'm going to look for the paintbrushes. Got a bunch of paintbrushes here. Grab all of those out, and a crochet hook. So I'm just going to look for paintbrushes right now. I'm going to take these and put them where I would keep them. I see some things that I might use for crafting. Okay, I'm going to take these and put them where I would look for them first. A piece of trash over here too. Trash. Okay, so I'm going to take this money and put it where I would look for it first. One thing you're not supposed to do is make little piles of things, but I did want to get these scissors out of here so I didn't poke myself. I don't see any more though, so I'm going to go ahead and take these where I would look for them first, and this would go there as well. So I can look for a few more of these type of items, and you can carry whatever you can carry in your two hands. But in my case, I only have one hand free. So this is trash. I have a handful of items. I'm going to take this where I would look for it first. I'm going to take this stuff to the place I would look for it first. And there's a bag full of miniatures, little blocks that I made a long time ago. It would never occur to me that I had those, so those can go. I think I'll use this box to keep these in, and I'll stick them in the driveway giveaway, and maybe somebody will want them. Because I wouldn't remember I had that either. Oh, and this thing here, there's stuff tangled up in it, and it's not worth my time taking that apart, so all of that's going to just be trash. The rest of this, I'm just going to throw it away, call that trash, and I'm going to take these items to the place I would look for them first. These are the items I'm going to be giving away. And these are the items that were my husband's. I did not take them to the place I would look for them first because they're not mine. And once I put these in their proper place, with my driveway giveaway stuff, with trash, and give to my husband, I won't have any mess to clean up. These are the things that are leaving our home today, day 16 of my 50 items per day for a month declutter challenge. Dana doesn't want you to make piles. I did make piles. Not a lot, but I did make a couple of piles, the scissors and these things that were my husband's. I did make piles, but that's because I'm a by-the-book girl, not a by-the-book girl. So, just so you know, I follow the rules, but I kind of don't follow them all the way. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check out Dana K. White and her new book, Organizing for the Rest of Us, 100 Realistic Strategies to Keep Any House Under Control. And no, Dana doesn't know me. I just like and use a lot of her strategies, and I thought maybe they might be helpful to you too. So if you don't know Dana and you haven't seen her book, pop over and check her out and see if it works for you. If not, that's okay. There are 2 more bags full of stuff in this box, and we'll save those for another day. Are you ready for day 17? I know it doesn't look a whole lot different again today, but that's because we were working on a bag that's in this box. And today, I think we'll tackle another one. Do you want the brown bag or the white bag? I think I'll go with the white bag. I don't know what's in them, but we'll find out. Oh, and look, there's something else. I found a couple more shirts in the closet and a hanger. I don't like these kind of print things, and this one, the bead things that kind of sheared up the neck a little bit, they fell off, so it doesn't look right anymore. So I don't ever pull those out. Time for them to go. So there's 3 things. I'm going to use the box lid as a tray like I did yesterday so that I can put these items in it. Now I know Dana K. White's method is that you would work out of the bag, and that way you're just working one thing at a time. You're just making it better. If something happened, you had to stop, you could put your bag right back in the box, no mess, right? But my brain works better if I get it out of there where I can see it a little bit. So I'm not really doing anything other than switching containers. I can always take it back out of this and put it back in the bag to put it back in there. It's not quite what she said, but hey, like I said yesterday, I'm a by-the-book girl. I'm not a by-the-book girl. What I mean is, I will buy the book, but I don't mind adjusting the rules a little bit to suit my needs. And my personal brain, I need to dump it out. Okay, so now you can see I just kind of organize it a little bit as I put it in there. I will adjust whatever rules or whatever techniques that somebody has. I don't mind trying them out, but I have to adjust them to what works for me in order for me to make any progress. So my brain would have a harder time leaving everything in that bag. It's going to have an easier time with everything here, and an even easier time because I was able to quickly put these things into kind of like categories. You do whatever works for you. Leave it in the bag, pull things out one at a time. If that works for you, then that's what you should do. If you want to do it like this, if you want to have it a random jumbled up mess, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting it done and making some progress, that's all that matters. I used to sell Tupperware, and these are things that you wrap the cord around so that they're not dangling all over the place. So I'm going to keep these and see if we can use these anywhere, and if not, we can let them go. Everybody has cords, right? Oh, here's one. Yeah, so I'm going to put this over there too. I don't know if we need this. I'll ask my husband if he needs it, and if he doesn't need it, then, we'll consider letting this one go. If not, it doesn't belong in here. This can be trash, and I can use this bag as a trash bag. This bag has a lot of, looks like leftover parts from when we've put together cabinets or put in on window blinds or something. I'll ask my husband if we need any of this stuff, and if we don't, we can let it go. This looks like a bag of all kinds of random stuff. I'm going to look through it. This might be some things that I have a memory jar. Some of it might go in there. I took all the stuff out of the little box, and we have some earrings for pierced ears. You know what's really weird? All that jewelry I got rid of the other day, there were a bunch of earrings in there. I don't wear earrings, and I don't have pierced ears. I don't even know why I have all that stuff. I haven't worn that watch for years. It does still work, though. And I have a few pieces of jewelry here. I'm going to put that with my other few pieces of jewelry. It's just costume jewelry, but I'm going to put it in there with that. And I'm going to put this little thing in my little memory jar. I went through the paperwork and I found that little thing. I think that's just trash. And so I'm going to throw that away. And these were some old poems that I wrote, and I'm going to put those in my office with my other stuff. And this is trash. And these were some cards that my husband wrote an extra sentiment on, so I'm keeping those. And I just happen to have this big envelope. Probably threw the card out and put all the stuff in the envelope because it was handy. So I'll keep that stuff. As soon as I dumped everything out in the tray, I automatically just sorted it into piles. That's just how my brain works. So if that's what works for you, then do that. And if it works better for you just to do one thing at a time, that's okay too. It doesn't matter. As long as it's working, that's what you should do. If it's not working, then try something else. But this is what works for me. So that's what I'm going to do. These glasses, I don't know. They're still in the package, so I don't even know if they're mine or my husband's or what. So if he doesn't need them, I'll let those go. That jump rope, pretty sure we're not going to use it as a jump rope. I'll see if he needs a rope for any reason. If he doesn't, we can let that go. I made these a long time ago. When we lived at our other house, I got some cheap little photo albums, and I made myself a cleaning manual for each room. And this one says do dishes. So I'm pretty sure that one was for the kitchen. I haven't gone through the papers yet, but this little pile here, that can go in my little memory jar, and the pencil lead can go in the office. And I'm going to ask my husband if we can get rid of this little game. I'm going to get rid of the jump rope. Got some old cards and letters to shred. Had just a few things to keep, not much. And I found these, and I could make some labels using these. That might be a novel idea, huh? I still need to find 20 more things, so I'm going to look in this box, see what we can find. I have a box that has dolls in it, so I'll put her with those. I can let this go. This is another one of those things where I don't want to dust it. Looks like I didn't even dust it when I put it in here. It came with dust and all. So that's going to go. This can go. See, I'm doing this one at a time because I can see what I'm doing. This can go. I think these were my Valentine or decorations, but I'm not going to put them up. I don't want to dust them. Look at that. I don't dust them. I think I had them out all the time in my family room before. That's why they're dusty. I don't need them. Empty box. That can go. And this can go, I think. I'll probably keep this one for now, but if I can't find a good place for it, it can go too, because I don't want to dust it. That can go. I know somebody that needs a sewing kit, so I'll give them that one. And that can go. And your little piece of trash, too. I'll have to think about that one. I may leave the doll in this room, so I put her on that shelf. And all of these are going to go. I put the rest of it where I would look for it first. I need 12 more items, so I'm going to look through this box really quickly. I found one so far, but I don't have enough time to keep looking through this box, so I'm going to try a different box. This one I'm going to put in the pile. So now we need 11 things. I needed 11 more things, so I went over and I went through my bookshelves and I finally found 11 things that I'm ready to let go of. There was an old calendar from 2014, a calendar type book. I don't need that. I don't use these sort of things. It was probably just pretty, so I bought it, or somebody gave it to me for a gift, maybe, I don't know. Don't need it. I kept this one, I read it already, but I kept it because I liked the cover. I think books are the hardest thing for me. Let me know in the comments, what's the hardest thing for you to let go of? These are the 50 items that are leaving our home for day 17 of my 50 items per day for a month declutter challenge. All of the stuff that I kept has already been put away. In a hurry, gotta dash, lots of stuff I need to stash. Ain't got time to do it right, I gotta get it out of sight. Just throw it in a bag or box or stick it in a room that locks everything, including trash. Quick and dirty, stash and dash. The thing about a stash and dash is someday it'll all be trash, 'cause all the stuff I'm putting in will likely not be seen again. Until the day when I go through it, wondering why did I do it, knowing I'd forget again about the stuff that I threw in. The only stash and dash prevention is declutter with intention. Less is more, so more or less you gotta pitch the clutter mess. Whether fast or whether slow, you gotta let the extras go, never to be seen again, and not because they're in a bin. This is a rare sight. I don't think I've ever seen them this close together, relaxing. So I had to get it on camera.